Coming in at just under $1,000, the Ride1Up Portola may just be the best budget bike of 2024. With practical features like an integrated rear rack, a folding design, and Class 3 capabilities, this e-bike is one of the best options in the budget bike category. In this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about the Portola and help you decide if this is the right e-bike for you. The Portola is one of Ride1Up's newest offerings added to their lineup. Let's briefly go over some of the options of the bike to help give you a better understanding of the Portola. The bike comes in 3 separate color options: a charcoal gloss, a sea turquoise, and an indigo matte, which is the color I have on my bike, and a beautiful one at that. It also comes in 2 separate battery options: a 10.4 amp hour battery that costs $9.95 and a 13.4 amp hour battery that comes in at $10.95. Both battery options are great, but if you use this bike as your main bike or plan on heading on long commutes, I would suggest spending the extra $100 to get the larger battery. The bike is powered by a 750 watt geared rear hub motor that has 65 Newton meters of torque to help boost you up any sort of hill or incline that you need. The bike also features hydraulic brakes, which are a pretty rare option at bikes that they're on this price point. These brakes will stop you on a dime, and I've had no issues so far with not enough pressure or not being able to stop quickly enough. It also features an 8-speed Shimano Altus shifter, which leads to some pretty buttery smooth shifts and never missing a gear when you need to downshift and climb or upshift and just cruise down the street. All these things make the Portola a serious competitor in the budget bike market around $1,000. Now that we're out and riding on the Portola, let's go over a little bit how it rides. This bike is an extremely comfortable cruiser that loves to be pedaled and has a very comfortable upright seating position. The Portola is suitable for a wide range of riders, from shorter to taller. I'm about 5'11", and this is my riding position on the bike. I have plenty of room for a full pedal extension down to the bottom and a comfortable seating position up top with my arms relatively straight and my seating position upright. The seat post is very adjustable and can drop the whole way down as low as here to as high up as here to accommodate for taller riders. The step-through design of this bike also makes it very easy for anyone to stop on and get right up onto the bike. You don't have to worry about throwing your leg over the back of the bike or worrying about a pesky top tube in the way. The compact and lightweight design of the Portola, paired with the 20x3-inch tires, make this bike extremely nimble and easy to maneuver, especially through tight, crowded spaces. And with the built-in bell, you'll be able to alert pedestrians that won't get out of your way. The bike also features hydraulic brakes that's almost an unheard of option at bikes in this price range. These allow your bike to stop on a dime and are smooth and controllable. Let's take the Portola for a little bit of a brake test. I'm going to come in at 20 miles an hour exactly using the throttle and then fully slam on the brakes as soon as I pass between this line and the start of this grate that's back over here. All right, up to 20 miles an hour and... Wow, I locked up the brakes a little too much there, but we stopped in no time. Let me try that again, but this time trying not to lock up the brakes. Should be able to stop a little bit better. And brake. Wow, it stopped pretty good. The built-in rack also adds a ton of practicality to the bike and can be fitted with Ride1Up's own basket, pannier bag kit, or a passenger kit that is rated to hold a passenger up to 130 pounds, making the Portola by far one of the most practical bikes in this price range. One of the most unique features of this e-bike is how easy it is to change between classes. With just the press of 2 buttons, you can change between class 1, 2, and 3. This is great for anyone who lives in an area with strict e-bike restrictions or somebody who lives near state parks that only allow class 1 to 2 e-bikes. My favorite thing about the Portola is the smooth pedal assist. Ride1Up uses a current-based system instead of a speed-based system, which means that each pedal assist will give you a certain amount of maximum power. But depending on how hard you pedal, the bike can go a lot quicker or slow down depending on the force that you give it. So in this test, I want to show you how the pedal assist works. So at first, right now, I'm just spinning the pedals to get the pedal assist to kick on, but letting the bike do all the work. I'm not putting any force into the pedals to help the bike go. This is all on motor power. In about speed mode 2, not giving the bike any sort of help, we really max out just around 10 miles an hour. But if I decide to really give the bike some assistance and start pedaling in, we can get this going a lot faster, closer to 15, 17 miles an hour. As you can see on the bottom right-hand side, you have your wattage power, and this stays pretty consistent the whole time. This feels a lot more natural than the speed-based systems in which you're locked into a certain speed once you get to the top of that pedal assist. It's also possible to change the different power output levels for each pedal assist in the setting on your display, which means you can further customize your ride to exactly how you like it. Let's do a full speed test here. We're going to be using Pedal Assist 5 since the throttle only takes you up to 20 miles an hour. Let's see how quickly this bike accelerates and gets up to speed. Starting out, it takes a few revolutions to get the pedal assist going, but once you're going, this thing pulls off in mode 5. Already reaching over 20 miles an hour. Here we hit 28, 29. Let's see if we can get over 30 here. There we go, I saw a peak just over 30. The watt power has gone down whenever I'm cranking real hard, meaning the bike knows when you're really putting some work into it or just letting the bike do the work. Let's do the same test, but with throttle only this time. Like I said before, the throttle is limited to 20 miles an hour, but let's look at the acceleration. There's 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, and it starts to slow down around 19 to keep you pretty even around 20 miles an hour. And here the bike holds you very steady, right around 20 miles an hour. Talking a bit more about the display, the Portola comes with Ride1Up Special KD21C display. This 2.2-inch LCD display is very easy to read during the day and at night, is jam-packed with useful features. Some of these features include a regular and trip odometer to see how far you've gone, as well as a live wattage output to help see how much power that you're using from the bike. As I said before, the display lets you fully customize each pedal assist setting, as well as also customize the battery percentage settings. Overall, after my first 100 miles riding the Portola, I came up with these pros and cons. For the pros, of course, is the price. Coming in at just under $1,000, it's hard to beat a price like that, especially for all that you get on the Portola. The build quality. I've had no issues with my bike. Everything came together very snug and well put together, and I've had no issues with the ride quality or the build quality on my Portola. The customizable features really help make the bike personalized to you and get your bike set up exactly how you like it. The torquey motor that's included on this bike is very powerful for only being a 750 watt motor. Peaks at about 1,050 watts and really has enough juice to get you going up any sort of hill that you'd need and get you up to speed quickly. Last thing I'd like to show off is the hill climbing capability of the Portola. I'm going to go ride up to Cemetery Hill, the hill where I test all my P.E.Vs. It's the steepest hill. It's a little hard to see on the GoPro, but it's very long and it's very steep and a great place to test the power of these bikes. We'll start off just by doing throttle and seeing how the bike handles that, and then show you the extra power by using pedal assist. All right, here you can see the hill a little bit better coming up. Just power on using throttle only. Now we're holding a pretty steady 10 miles an hour right now. Starts to get a little bit steeper up here. We're already at 13. Slowing down a hair, but Still keeping a steady pace. Here we flatten out. Looks like we might be able to reach our max speed, 20 miles an hour, and we do. Now we're on to the last steep section, dropping from 20 down to 16, 15, 14. Dropped the whole way down to about 11 in the steepest section of the hill, but pulled us through from a stop, no problem at all. It's a pretty powerful motor for only being 1,000 or 750 watts. But it got us up there, no problem at all. Gonna go loop around and then we'll try that again, but this time using pedal assist instead. We're gonna start this one using only pedal assist and see how much better that gets us at going up this hill. We're gonna again start from a stop. 3, 2, 1, go. And pedaling up now is definitely a lot quicker. Already reaching 15, 17, 18, heading up to 25 on the flat section. Let's see how we keep our speed. Up and down to 20. 17, 20. And there we go. The front suspension is very comfortable on this bike and helps soak up a lot of the road bumps and vibrations while riding the e-bike. The integrated rear rack is also a wonderful design feature and helps make the bike very practical and versatile. The foldable design of this bike means that people with less space can easily fold this up and stow it in a small closet or a room with some space. Definitely save a lot of space, and it's very easy to throw in the back of your car if you want to go for a long trip somewhere. The hydraulic brakes are strong and smooth and great at a budget bike at this price range. The Shimano 8-speed Altis shifter is also a wonderful touch and a very high quality shifter for this price point. I haven't missed any shifts or had any issues with my gears not lining up properly. The removable battery also makes this bike a lot more practical for people with limited space. If you have to store the bike outside in a shed or a closet like that, you're always able to take the battery off and bring it inside to charge with you. And finally, I really appreciate the metal fenders that they've installed on these bikes. They are very firm and do a great job protecting over the whole entire tire, meaning that you're not going to get splashed up or dirty on your ride. While I was trying to come up with my cons list, it actually was very difficult for me. I like pretty much everything about this bike. There's only a few small things that I could nitpick that I didn't like. First of all, the seat is not the best of quality. It's fine for short rides, but after a good couple miles of riding, you definitely start to feel it in your butt. This is something that can be easily upgraded down the line with an aftermarket seat. The LED headlight on this bike, as much as it's very easy to be seen by others, it doesn't do a very good job at projecting the light out. It's just a little too dim to be confidence inspiring at night. I'd recommend getting something like a shred light or another external bike light to really light up your ride if you're going to be doing nightly commutes on the bike. The one other small complaint I do have with this bike is the amount of display lag there is based on your speed. So as you see, if I hit the throttle here, it takes a second for your speed to show up, and it takes a good bit of time once you hit the brakes and come to a complete stop for the display to read 0. So let's hit the throttle. So it took about a half second before the mile per hour started to show up. Now if we hit the brakes, it stopped, but it still takes about a second before the display drops back down to 0. Now, while this is a little bit annoying, it really doesn't affect you too much on your ride, as you don't usually need to know exactly what speed you're going, but it is one small complaint. And finally, it's just a bit awkward to carry in the folded position. While the bike is pretty light, 60 pounds while all folded up, it is a little bit heavy to move around and lug up and down stairs. It is doable, but it is a little awkward to carry around. Other than that, I absolutely love everything about this bike. I haven't had any major issues. Everything's been super smooth. No weird clinks and clangs on the bike. Everything feels very solid and built nicely. I've been really impressed so far with the Portola, and I can't wait to take this thing out on long rides and get some good pedaling days in just when I want to cruise around. Overall, I think the Portola is a great pick for many different types of people. From people looking for their first e-bike that wants something a little more affordable that still has great power and great features, to somebody who's looking for a commuter bike for in the city that's nimble and has practical space for bags or other storage that you may need. Or just for somebody who needs to save a little bit of space with a folding e-bike that has a removable battery that can easily be stowed away. The Portola is great for many, many people. And at the price of $1,000, this is just about the best deal that you can get in 2024 for a quality e-bike. If you guys are interested in getting your very own Portola, check out my affiliate link down below. This will take you to Ride1Up's website, and anything you buy while using this link will help give me a small commission to help grow this channel and would be greatly appreciated. If you guys did appreciate my review or I helped you decide if the Portola was good for you, then please drop a like and subscribe for future content with the Portola and many other awesome P.E.Vs to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Christian Meter from Meter's P.E.Vs, and I'll catch you next time.